Black Widow deserved to have a Phase 1 movie, I think.
I think she should have.
It should have happened way sooner.
Yeah,
way sooner.
Shut up! You don't think Ryan is famous?
Cousin Ryan.
You gotta...
Hey, what's up, YouTube friends and family? It's Cousin Ryan.
It's Ryder.
And we're getting to do one of our movie reviews for the first time in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
We have the crew together tonight to go see Black Widow. Okay, spoiler warning. We're not going to intentionally spoil anything, but
if it slips up, it slips up.
Spoiler alert right away. Because of the, there's a big tree branch in the road. Everybody's got their own opinion on what a spoiler is, and what I think is a spoiler, you might not, and what you think is a spoiler, I might not. So, the warning here.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, I think the movie was poorly marketed.
Yeah, from what I saw in the trailers.
From what I saw in the trailers.
I barely watched the trailers.
Yeah.
So I can't really say.
I watched one of the trailers, I think. It, to me, felt like it was going to be a throwaway Marvel movie, just a filler.
Kind of.
I really enjoyed it. I really, it exceeded my expectations.
With the production that Marvel has and, the storytelling they have, I didn't think it was going to be a terrible movie. I didn't think it was just going to be, throwaway filler, but I didn't think it was going to be, as good as it was.
Yeah.
My expectations were, it was probably going to be, a C, B tier type of movie. But I would say it's mid upper B tier.
Yeah.
It's not anything amazing like the first Avengers movie or anything like that. But it was still pretty good.
But for me, it grabbed me right from the start.
Mm-hmm.
It started in 1995, which was cool. It's always fun to look at little subtle hints they use to make it period accurate.
Yeah.
And not that DuckTales is period accurate. I mean, it would be accurate for 95, even though it's more of an 80s, late 80s, early 90s cartoon.
But it was still
it was on the TV in the background. Yeah, for sure.
And they had a really good sense of foreshadow for a lot of the stuff going on.
Absolutely. Now,
this is probably
I'm going to be funny here.
More spoilers.
I lost count. Yeah, this might be spoilerish. Not really. Well, maybe
this part.
I lost count of how many close-ups they had of Scarlett Johansson's butt. Seriously, it was almost...
It was a little over the top.
It was almost comical how many times the camera followed her by her butt. And that's not
even
to take...
in the last scene of her.
Yeah. And that's not to take anything away from her in the movie or anything. I thought...
It was just kind of funny.
Yeah, no, and it was a great...
I feel like they were kind of being what's the word? It's they know the fans like it or whatever. But it's
for sure.
But they were doing it so much for just because they thought it'd be funny.
And you know how I am about certain things, and I'm not gonna how do I explain this? I don't get caught up in the whole we need to have this. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
But I thought it detracted from. No, I shouldn't even say it detracted from, because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it definitely cheapened a very strong female character, I thought.
Yeah, because normally she's
solid. I mean, the Black Widow character and Scarlett Johansson's performance was absolutely solid.
She's probably one of the most solid female characters with a great backstory and just great character development.
And she
at least from what I know in the comics and stuff.
But it was really Marvel, you didn't need to do that. I mean, again, I enjoyed it, but and the other thing too, and I don't know, I wasn't the only one. One of the, I'm not going to rat them out, but one of the females with us tonight said the same thing separately from me.
Yeah.
Shout out to John's wife. That there had to be some sort of a contractual obligation that Scarlett Johansson's attire was far more form-fitting than the actress that played her younger sister in the movie, because they were distinctly different.
Yeah, because especially once they this probably didn't get more spoilers, but once they got into the white suits, if you look at how Scarlett Johansson looked in it, it's a lot tighter to her. But if you look at her sister, it's a little bit baggier and
you know what?
looser.
Let's back up. Maybe it, and I'm sorry, I don't know the actress's name that played her sister. I meant to look it up before we got in the truck to come home.
Her name is Alina.
In real life?
No, in the movie.
In the movie, yeah.
I just know it's
But maybe it was her choice. Maybe she was I don't want to be represented like that in this movie. Maybe she's the one that made the choice, so he shouldn't, say that it was
Hollywood's choice.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed it a lot more than some of the other Marvel movies pre-Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
I almost feel a little Marvel movie fatigue with all that. I haven't watched any of the Loki series yet. I don't think you have either, have you?
I haven't watched any of the miniseries that come out yet. I want to, because I hear a lot of great things about them. The Loki one I've heard kind of mixed reviews about, but still, I want to watch it. I like Loki as a character.
Even me too, and I think Tom Hiddleston's
he's perfect
as that character. I still want to see him be the Goblin King in a Labyrinth sequel. If they have to make a Labyrinth sequel,
or like a
Tom
reboot.
Hiddleston, no, don't reboot it. Joel came up with the idea of making the Goblin King sort of like Doctor Who, where he changes. I don't know Doctor Who lore, but
like after some time he just
changes appearance or whatever.
Just also.
But Tom Hiddleston would be awesome. Man.
Yeah.
And I think David Bowie was the perfect Goblin King.
Yeah.
But Tom Hiddleston would definitely nail that character, I think. And, if they went a Doctor Who route.
This is getting a little off topic.
Sorry. But
one of my kind of like favorite, but like something I was kind of like about, and like, or this is something I really thought about and I wanted to save for this video.
Mm-hmm.
Taskmaster. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think the character, from what I know in like the comics and stuff, is a really cool character. Mm-hmm. And I like how they have like the bit of history, like with like the Black Widows and blah blah blah.
Okay.
And this is gonna definitely get into the spoilers. But
all right, plug your ears, everyone.
With Taskmaster being like I have no problem with Taskmaster being a woman or whatever, like using like the backstory of Black Widow, blowing her up, and then now she's all like messed up, and that's why she wears the mask and all that. Like, I thought that was cool, but I almost kind of wish they almost made it like a separate character, because Taskmaster is, I mean, they as far as I know, they captured the character very well in his or their abilities, I guess I should say. Mm-hmm. But I almost feel like the way they do things is very different. Taskmaster, from what I know, he talks a lot, and he's a very smart character. Mm-hmm. And so I was almost thinking, like, still keep it like a female character. Like, that was fine. I didn't care about that. I thought, even when they revealed it was a female, I thought it was a robot at first.
Oh yeah, you said that, and I'm like, yeah, maybe.
So I'm like, well, I mean, who knows? But then I was like, almost like, what if they like made like Taskmaster like as like a predecessor to this one, right? And then just name it like, I don't know, like still, or keep it like Taskmaster or like Taskmistress or something. Okay. I don't know, something cool like that. And then it's like a lineage of Taskmasters. Mm-hmm. I thought that could have been cool, because then it also could have been like there was more Russian kind of like villain heroes, like like the Red Guardian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what did they call him at one point? The Crimson Dynamo. Oh, that's right, dude. That was so funny. Yeah. That's the other thing. Dang, I wish I would have said this sooner, because I know it should have been. David Harbour, great actor, stole the show. Comedic, like with comedic timing and just humor. Oh yeah. He played the perfect Russian like superhero. He had a really good Russian accent. He did, and it was hilarious. Like if I never absolutely hilarious. If I didn't recognize him from like Stranger Things or just seen him in anything else, I would have thought he was Russian. Like he's got like the huge beard. They gave him like the tattoos and stuff. And he until Stranger Things, like I recognized him by face, but didn't know who he was, and I probably still wouldn't. He's just one of those guys that like he ends up on one of those memes that it's like all the actors you know by face but can't like remember their name or don't know their name. But now, I mean, obviously David Harbour is he's blown up a lot, especially like with Stranger Things. And he became a Hellboy in like the most recent one. Oh, that's right. Huh. I don't know if he was in the previous ones, but. So what I was gonna say though, like what you were bringing up about Taskmaster, see, my Marvel knowledge is strictly the MCU. Like I didn't read the comic books. I haven't read the comic books. I haven't read much of the comic books. I've delved into it, the lore and stories a little bit. So I kind of have like a surface level knowledge. So I've got no preconceived notions about how anything should be. So I think that served me well. But I get how you've had some complaints, and even Joel has had some complaints in the past about things. And Mr. Lieberman, he's another one that's like, he's old school. Like he lived the comic books when they were brand new, like through the golden era. these heroes and characters were like coming
First
out and in their prime.
Yeah, because he's the one that's like, oh yeah, so and so was introduced in issue blah blah blah, and I mean he's just got this super extensive knowledge.
Yeah.
But what I started to say earlier about having like Marvel movie fatigue and just not getting into all the series and stuff on Disney Plus, like I have intentions of watching Loki. Winter Soldier, maybe I want to just to fill in the gaps. Yeah,
I think that one, from what I've heard, that one's really good because it gives like a really cool dynamic.
In WandaVision,
WandaVision I've heard is really good.
And WandaVision though, I think suffered the same like criticism that Loki is right now, where a lot of people are like, "Oh, this sucks."
No, I've only heard good things for WandaVision.
No, after the fact though. Now that it's like completely, season 1's completely out, there were some like, what's going on here, and I don't get it, it doesn't make sense, whatever it was. And then by the last couple episodes, everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I haven't watched it yet either.
Yeah, but, I've only ever heard good things about WandaVision from my experience, but I mean,
again, to finish my Marvel fatigue.
Yes, sorry.
Comment. No,
we keep getting sidetracked.
It's easy. I remember when it was like one Marvel movie a year, and it was a big deal, and then it was like 2 Marvel movies a year, and we're getting 2 movies, and then now it's just like there's this constant
there's a show,
Disney
movie,
Plus, movies, and I'm not complaining, but I am complaining a little bit.
I'm not complaining, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, but you're not watching the series either, though.
Oh yeah, but I love Marvel as it is. I think it's I grew up with Marvel, so like Spider-Man and like Venom and like that kind of part of the Marvel series or universe is like my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I even like some Iron Man and Captain America, like I love all of them. Like if I had to pick, like as much as I love DC, especially nowadays with like the DCEU and the MCU, Marvel is taking the cake so far.
Yeah, and I'm
excited for actually the Suicide Squad movie. That
looked pretty good. They showed the trailer for Suicide Squad tonight, and it looked really good.
Yeah, they have like a lot of like not very like popular like known characters. Like they had like Polka Dot Man and Shark Tank. Well, Shark Tank's pretty known, but they had a lot of kind of like C-tier characters almost. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, it looks good.
There's even some of the characters I don't know.
Yeah, well, and to bring Harley Quinn back into it too.
Yeah, Margot Robbie's awesome. A good Harley, but but I don't know. I like the movie. I like the way that you handled the theme of family.
Yeah,
and like
much better than Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, it's not like we can drive to the sun because we got family. It's you say it like a way to like reconnect. Like we may have only technically been family for 3 years,
right?
But we're still family because we had that 3 years. Like those were the 3 years we could be normal together. And so like they kind of hold on to that.
Yeah.
And
really there were some moments for me like just knowing our history and family and everything, that it was like that kind of, a couple of those moments grabbed me a little bit. Like once you get to be an adult and have kids, then you understand like how important some of that stuff is.
Yeah. But I mean, the theme of family wasn't like too over the top.
It wasn't cheesy. It made sense for the story for sure.
And they didn't just like constantly talk about family. They were just kind of talking like they talked about it a lot, but not like enough where it was like
no, but it was real.
Just shut up about family.
Right. And it wasn't corny either.
Yeah, like I appreciated it.
Yeah, it was good.
And it was kind of different from like what you'd expect of a Marvel movie.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it goes into the backstory of a character whose backstory really isn't told in like movies or anything.
Right.
Like the Fantastic Four, their story, Superman and Batman, their story's been told a million times. We know it. Spider-Man as well. But it's like
Black Widow. Honestly, and hopefully some of you have made it this far, Black Widow deserved to have a Phase 1 movie. I think
she should have.
It should have happened way sooner.
Yeah,
way sooner.
Because I think Black Widow, like, just as a character by herself, could have like easily had a movie and it would have done well. Yeah. And then it would have like stood up to like the sands of time.
Right.
Because then they could have had the whole like bringing down was it Drakenov?
Yeah.
And like the Red Room and like all about the family and stuff. Obviously they would have had different actors at the time.
Yeah.
But if they could have had even like the same like sister, and then maybe like changed it up, like just the same or similar story would have been
And the
perfect.
sister was a great actress too.
Oh yeah, I loved
she
her.
played that. Yeah, she played that part.
She had some really good comedy relief moments.
Yeah.
Like with the whole
like
vest.
serious comedy though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
She's like, I like it. It has a lot of pockets.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to add anything else?
I don't know. I think people should see it. It was pretty good.
I agree.
It's a definitely like at least like from movies that I've seen recently, like with everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Well, yeah.
It's probably one of the better ones released.
Since the theaters have reopened, this is the best movie.
Theaters have already been open in Missouri. So.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
For a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had like our quarantine for like 2 months, and then everything started opening up.
Right. Well, we just got theaters back open here a few months ago, or
but
2 months ago. Shoot, I don't even remember now.
I think it was.
But there hasn't been anything like worth. Whenever we went and saw Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus Kong, whatever, and then Mortal Kombat, and then Fast and the Furious last week.
Yeah,
but
I think
there hasn't been.
I think for like huge blockbusters, I think Black Widow is probably maybe like the top. Godzilla and Kong was like it was good, but it wasn't like anything like top tier. Like I enjoyed it for like kind of like mindless.
It was kind of more of the same.
Yeah.
More the mindless. Yeah.
Like
action.
Fast and the Furious, like it's mindless like entertainment.
Yeah. That's a topic for another day.
Yeah. But
okay.
No, I can't think of anything else to say about it. I liked it.
Me neither. We're almost home.
Yeah.
And if you made it this far, then you deserve to know that Ryder and I couldn't wait to do a drive home video from the theater.
Yeah.
And I grabbed our lighting and nothing else. So we went home and got the camera and then drove around pretending to be coming home from the movie theater. So there you go. We're phonies.
Little tidbit if you stay till the end.
You deserve to know that if you're sticking with us this long.
Our dark dirty secret.
Yeah. So that's it for now. Until next time. Speaking of being excellent with each other, I think we're gonna do an outdoor movie over at John's house. Ryder still has not seen Face the Music.
I haven't even seen Bogus Journey yet, but that's another time.
That's another topic for another day.
I've really been liking all my movies.
You have. All right, so till next time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Be excellent to each other.
See ya.
You know, say it's cousin Ryan on the Hollywood Boulevard. You know, say he bigger than any superstar. All I was spit is some real dope bar. Some them sweeter than any chocolate bar. Boom!
Okay.